So when I was younger, I didn't care about the way that I presented myself. I didn't care about the way I looked. I didn't care about the way people saw me. I didn't care about first impressions at all. So basically, I just wore whatever felt comfortable. I wouldn't do my hair at all. I wouldn't even shower in the mornings. I would just get up, put some wrinkly clothes on, and go out. And those were the days where I didn't go to the gym. I didn't study extra for school. I didn't put in any extra effort in anything that I did. Anything. I wouldn't put any extra effort above the minimum required. So if you ask me if what I was wearing was an accurate representation of my life, I would say it was. Absolutely. What I was wearing was minimum effort, and my performance and everything was minimum effort. The minimum amount of effort that was socially acceptable. And so that was the representation of pretty much everything I did. And if you fast forward to now, the way I dress, the way I look, the way I hold myself, I realized just how important it is to hold yourself professionally and to be accountable. Those two things are super important, not only for business, but also for relationships, friendships, anything. Professionalism and accountability are super important. And it's a thing that's in the modern days neglected. A lot of people, they dress to be comfortable. They do things to the minimum standard effort, and they dress to the minimum standard effort. They speak in the minimal effort. Everything they do is minimum effort. They show up late to work. They show up late to events, parties, or they even miss them completely. And if you can't do these things consistently, how can you be trusted as a person? How can you be dependable? How can you be solid if you can't do these things? How can you be trusted as a man if you can't even present yourself well? How can you be trusted as a man if you can't show up on time, if you miss things? Being professional will give you so many opportunities. You'll stand out from the rest of the people. While everyone else is, comfortable, relaxed, they're doing all the bad habits. They're doing all the things that are easy. You're doing the things that aren't hard, but they require more effort. Putting on nice clothes, it isn't hard. You just need to put a little more effort into it. Making sure your hair looks good, it's not hard. You just need to put a little bit of effort into it. Making sure you shaved or that your beard is trimmed, it's not hard. You just need to put a little bit more effort into it. And all those things just require a little bit more effort, but they make such a huge difference on your first impressions, on the way people see and portray you as, because at the end of the day, we're social creatures, right? We're social creatures. People are going to look at you and judge you. People are going to look at you and make assumptions about who you are and what your character is. Might as well have people look at you and make good assumptions. Might as well have people look at you and right off the bat say, this is a man of integrity. This is a man that's professional. Not only is this going to help you in all aspects of your life, because people are going to see you as professional, dependable, trustworthy, honest. They'll see you as all these things. So speaking to them, working with them, doing things with them, for them, is going to be a lot easier than if you looked like you couldn't be trusted, if you looked like you were too comfortable, if you looked like you didn't have a drive, a goal, a fire that was driving you, pursuing something for you to pursue, but also conducting yourself in a professional manner, speaking with intelligence, but also purpose, speaking not only with intelligence, but also with purpose, speaking with your integrity and your core values, and never going against those core values, surrounding yourself with people who have the same or similar values to you. So in everything you do, be professional about it. Even with your room, cleaning your room, the habits you do, with the laundry, with all of the other chores around the house, be professional with those. Do them to the best of your abilities. Because if you get that into the habit of putting in maximum effort into everything you do, then you're going to have a huge advantage over people who put 50%, 30%, or the minimum effort. And the thing is, that effort translates to everything. You might think that, if I don't clean my room, it doesn't make a difference. If my room's a little bit messy today, it's all right. But you get to your business and you're like, if the files aren't perfect, it's all right. If the taxes aren't perfect, it's all right. And guess what? Tax fraud, company gets shut down, or you get taken to court. It's so important for you to have those habits. Don't really feel like doing, but you do them anyway. Those habits, to put all of your effort into them. Because once you get used to putting 100% effort into anything and everything, that's a habit in and of itself. But if I'm used to putting in 30%, 50% effort into everything, that's going to translate to everything else. I'm going to put 30% effort into my friendships, 30% effort into my relationships, 30% effort into cleaning my room, 30% effort into learning. So make sure you're professional with the amount of effort you put in. And this applies to everything, because you can have that outside aura of, yeah, I'm a professional, you know, I dress nice and everything, and then you go inside your house and it's a mess. The dishes aren't done, nothing's done, the laundry isn't done, and no one else knows how unprofessional you are besides you. In your business, that's gonna mess you up, and people see through that. They see through it. Whatever image you put, if it's not the true image you put, if it's not your true character, people will see right through it. I'm sure you've met people like this before, where they're superficial, they act like this, they act a certain way, and yet you can see that's not authentic to them, and that's not who they really are. They're just putting that image up to seem more trustworthy. They're just putting that image up to make more friends. For whatever reason it is, social validation. There's people who will put that image up even though it's not authentic to who they are. So be more professional. My name's Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions.